Good morning, everyone. It's Christy with Crafted by Christy, and I wanted to show you what is the newest thing on my Etsy shop. I wanted to do this because I don't think pictures can do it justice what all is in this kit. I don't know that I want to call it a kit, but all of these embellishments, whether you're a new journaler or have been doing it for years and years, I think there's something in this for everyone. There will be a minimum of 150 pieces in every kit. I will have 9, and this is kind of how they will be packaged. This is not the exact kit you will get. It's just giving you an idea of what will be there. This is one of the kits, but it may not be the one you get. So there'll be a bag like this that has the materials, ribbons, laces in it, and there will be different lengths. This one has this beautiful ribbon. Well, if I could hold it right. It's kind of an orangey color. I don't think the video's picking it up, but it's kind of a orange. This is a clear ribbon. It's kind of got a peach vintagey color to it. And then a little glittery ribbon. So see, this one's kind of short. These are, let's see, these are around 20 inches long. This one is around approximately 8. So there'll be all different sizes and colors, textures in this. So there'll be offcuts. There may even just be, little things like this. Matter of fact, I'll just throw that in there. Because, I mean, when you're journaling and making your tags or cards, you need little offcuts for your embellishments. So there'll be all kinds of things like that. And then on your fabrics, this is I don't know what this is really called. I say nylon, but I don't know if that's really, it's really soft. And this has 2 pieces, just kind of like offcut pieces. Another set like that. This one's kind of a pinky color. This fabric is a suede, very soft. This is kind of a muslin feel fabric, this one. And this one is kind of a linen. And it's not dirty. It's just been in the bag with all the other fabrics, so it has lots of threads and things on it. On the fabrics, I mean, it could be any color. These are just an example. It could be all fabric and none of the sheer fabric. It could be orange, green, retro, just all styles and colors. I just wanted to clarify that this is not necessarily the colors that you will receive or the amount of each. This, again, is just an example. And then there'll be a bundle of cords. This one is a shiny silver. I don't think it's picking that up, and these are, again, all different lengths. There's twine, different colors, elastic cord. On the lace, there's, a thinner lace, a double lace like this one. It's really, really pretty. So this one is a gathered, this one is a straight edge. Just different kinds of lace. Then there'll be a bag like this that has like die cuts and stickers. Little ephemera like these postage stamps that are not stickers. They're just ephemera. Lots of die cuts. there'll be a bag that has hardware in it. This is a little music paper clip, and there'll be different paper clips with charms throughout, or without charms. This one, I think, has a book plate and some brads to go with it, a little ring for your tassels, or, you know, however you use those, some little metal brads, but they're not, these are just embellishments, these aren't brads. There'll be a little bag that has buttons and beads and charms. This charm was actually one I made on a video as a little purple rose with on a bulb pin. It's been decoupaged. Some beads. Another little paper clip with a charm. Have a safety pin with a charm. Just miscellaneous buttons and beads in that bag. There'll be a bag with doilies, both paper and crochet, and they will have strips of the bling. I mean, you could use them as a strip or cut them. And enamel dots, black ones, and then different size of the paper doilies, different colors. These are tea dyed. I'm not, again, the camera isn't picking it up, but these are tea dyed. And this one has an applique in it. Oh, drop this little piece of bling. They're little pearls. I don't know. There will be a bag. Oh, I forgot, in the fabric there could be a fabric cluster, or maybe some of the fabric clusters that you put on the edge of your sheets, your papers, and your bags. I'm sorry, and your books. There'll be a bag like this that has homemade items in it. As my daughter says, perfectly imperfect. I try my best to do a really nice job. But they're not perfect. And I do a lot of things that, you know, I do a lot of squiggle lines and different sewings and things to make it look more like in a junk journal. There'll be stenciling and stamping and just different things on my handmade items. And this is another charm with beads on it, or a paper clip with beads. And some of the homemade items may not be things I made. I may have gotten them in Happy Mail, or, you know, things like this. This is one of the scrappy notebooks, one of my favorites. I think it's so pretty. It actually has splatter painting and tea dyes and stickers, all kinds of things in this one. And then there is a fabric tag, has a little pocket writing space on the back with a little rub-on sticker. Another tag. And this cute little notebook for writing. Obviously, it's for writing. Probably didn't need to say that, did I? There could be items like this that are from catalog page that I have cut out and sewn to cardstock. It's really heavy. Then I have some tags that I've sewn around, and I didn't ink some or embellish because I wanted you to be able to do that with the goodies in this bundle. I have things like this that will go over the page. Just clip on. Open it up, writing space. And my colors are not coming through, but these are beautiful papers. Each one will have one of these. This one is a book page. I have some that are music pages. So, you know, it could be one or the other, but each will have a curly Q at the top. This one has a paper cluster sewn on. Actually, it's glued on. And I have, if there's clusters, there's always long strings. I don't trim them off. Of course, you can, but I just like the grungy look. This one's been stamped or stenciled. Has some washi tape on it. I didn't embellish the backs because I figured they would probably be in a pocket or attached to a page. And plus, I mean, you can do that. That gives you more space to do things. And a lot of the book page ones are very fragile, so I didn't stuff them full of things. You can, of course. That's what they're for, to put things in. But they are made of vintage books. And then there'll be one of these, which, like a wraparound envelope. This one has, it's very thin, almost, it's very soft. It's not yarn, but it kind of has that texture. Then I put a brad on it. Some don't have a brad. They're all different sizes. They will all have a beautiful picture sewn to coffee dye or tea dyed paper. And this one I've done some stenciling on. And again, like I said, they're all different sizes and weights. Some of them are heavy, like this one. These are heavy. This one's a little thinner. And the paper on the inside is coffee dye lined paper. I haven't stenciled or anything on this one yet. Some of them will have brads like this and embroidery thread or twine. This one has twine with a little brad, pink brad. Or no, that's not a brad, that's just an eyelet. Sorry. And then, like, all of these will have, like I said, the clip, usually a charm of some kind. This one has a little key, some stenciling, little stamp numbers, a little charm on this one. But just giving you an idea, there'll be different styles and kinds of those envelopes, but there will be one in there. On these, when I make them, I normally put beads or something to loop through. I didn't do that on these. I just included the beads and charms so that you can, you know, make it how you want to make it. Or if you don't want to add beads, or maybe you have charms that you love of your own that you might want to add to it. So I left those. A lot of things that I would normally put more onto, I did not, so that you can make it your own. So that's the homemade kit. And there could be things like, you know, the paper ruffles. I have some of those. Really, they're just, it could be anything. The last bag I have here is the paper bag. And it will have, could have, this one has a whole roll of washi tape. Some may just have washi tape wrapped around like the tags. Like this one has a little offcut that's tea dyed, stamped. Thought it was pretty. There'll be all kinds of cards, flash cards, playing cards, library cards, some that are embossed. Tea stained one here with some splatter paint. Postcard. Envelopes, some that are embossed. This large one is embossed as well. Some that are just plain. And there'll be things like this. This is wallpaper covered with used coffee filters. It's very thick, but it's just a piece, but it's fun to make things out of. I mean, tags or do circle cutouts for your you know, closures. There'll be different kinds of scrapbook paper, different kinds, different weights. Some will be front and back. Well, and then like this one is not. But like some of them will be two-sided. Some of them will be really heavy like this. Some of them will be thinner like these. That's pretty thick. And then there'll be little, they could be cuts of paper or cardstock scrapbook paper. There'll be tea dye. These are so much darker in person. I wish I could get my lighting right. More flashcard. Tea dye or coffee dye papers. It's another envelope. Music paper. This is old music paper. All of the music paper in this kit is old. Some of it may be newer, but this one's old. This is kind of a slick texture. And these are the older, more fragile pieces. And there'll be different sizes. And book pages. Different sizes of book page. I had more book pages, but I think, oh, I just kind of flipped over them here. So we've got the larger ones, smaller ones. And again, these are old book pages, so they're pretty fragile. Some may not be older, some may be newer pages. But as I said, it's enough here to make minimum of one journal complete, full of embellishments, probably more like 2 or 3. And I will add as much as I can to these and still keep them under £1. That way the shipping will not be ridiculous. But there more than likely will be more in than 150 pieces. I will add all I can to and keep the weight at £1 or under £1. It has to be under £1. There's so many things here, and there'll be lots of surprises. So much fun to open up goodie bags like this. Even if you've been doing it for years and years, it's still fun. So if you're interested in this bundle, they'll be listed in my Etsy shop hopefully later on today. And again, like I said, I should have 9 sets. They're all different sizes. If you're interested, please go check it out at Crafted by Christy shop. And if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.